everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Desiree and it's very nice to meet you. So in today's video we are doing a challenge. So y'all have all seen that I did a pan project video, and so I have decided to challenge myself to make sure I use those products and they get used up. So this week I can only use products from my pan project, but I can only use one product from each category, for each category, but yes, I can only use one product. So like one concealer, one primer, because I normally use two, one powder, and I normally use two of that at the same time. So we're gonna just see how this goes. I will show you all the products that I can only use this week, one of each, remember, just one. So this is gonna be fun, especially when it comes to eyeshadow palette. You know, I can be creative, but the palette I'm gonna be using, that might be challenging for me. So we'll just see how this week works. We will, I'll show you each, like, part of the day, you know, the makeup look. I may show you like a little process of it, but today is Monday and I will go all the way to Sunday and we'll just see how much use I can get of these products. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and press the subscription button down below, and to be notified of all my videos, press the bell button. Okay, let's get into it. So for primer, the only primer I can use is the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. For my foundation is the Radiant Glow Illuminating BB Cream by Purlisse. For setting spray, the Fenty What It Do spray. Brow products, that was challenging because I only use 3. So I just picked a pencil because you can do the lining, the filling with that. So I was just going to go with it. The Brow Gal pencil. And then for concealer, I'm going with the e.l.f. 6 in Hour Camo Concealer with the matte finish. For my cream blush, I will be using the Drop of a Hat by Colourpop. The cream bronzer will be the Too Cool for School. I think that's actually a Chic product, but I'm just using it as a bronzer because it's too dark. And then for my powder, so for my powder bronzer, I will be using this LYS bronzer. And then for my blush, I will use this one. This is part of a holiday collection by Estee Lauder about 2 years ago. The blush right here is what I will be using. And then for highlighter, yes, here we go. I was debating between this and this, but this just doesn't show, and I really like highlights. So we're just going to go with this. This is the Beauty Bakery Milk and Honey palette. It has 4 shades, so I'm pretty safe on this. Pretty creative. I can, not any shade, but any look I do, those will go with it. My only powder, right here, the Anastasia Translucent Setting Powder, the only powder I can use. And honey, that is going to be different for me because I normally do not use that under my eyes, but we'll just see how it goes and we'll just go with it. Now, as far as lip products, I don't have any lip products in my project pan, so I'm just going to pick out some products. Let's see, I'll pick out one liner, one lipstick, and one lip gloss, because that's normally the combo I use. Oh, and for shadow primer, I'm going to be using the Too Faced. That is not a part of my project pan either, but I'm going to use that. Let's see, for liner, let's see. I guess I'm going to go with the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Liner. For lipstick, see, that's the thing, is I normally match my lipsticks with my eyes. So if I don't know what my eyes are going to look like, then I don't know how to match it. I'm just going to go with like a neutral kind of brown color with this Will Her Moisturizing Lipstick. This is what it looks like. So I'm just going to go in with that and hopefully it all works out. And then now lip gloss. I need to use more of my Charlotte Tilbury lip gloss. So that's what I'll use. This is the Pillow Talk lip gloss. This is the one with like the sparkles in it. So that's what I'll use. And now primer. I mean, not primer. Why did I say that? Now shadow. this shall be the challenging part. This is what I will use because I have been saying that I need to use this. I have not used it. I put it in my pen project. I've still not really been using it. So, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. Now let's look inside, and for those of you who do not know what this palette looks like, voila. This is why it's a challenge for me, because of all these colors. And there's not a whole lot of transition neutral colors either. So that's going to be a little difficult for me. So we're just going to have to go with it, and hopefully, you know, it all looks good, but this is going to be fun. So if mistakes are made, it's okay. So, I will do my look. So these are the products I can use. So I'll do my look, show you, and we'll just go day by day. So I hope y'all really have fun watching me do this. Okay, so I forgot one thing. I was in the process of doing my makeup here, and I forgot something. So as far as mascara, because I did not mention that, because I have all my mascaras in my pan project because they all need to be used. So this is one of my older ones. So it is the Marc Jacobs Black Cure. So this is the black mascara from Marc Jacobs. This is the mascara I will be using this week. Just wanted to pop in there and mention that real quick. Okay, I'm back, and this is today's look. Remember, this is Monday, so I kind of just went creative because there's not, even though that this is a colorful palette, it's not like all the colors in the rainbow. So I kind of just stuck with like 4 shades, I believe. I went with, which one is it? Yeah, this yellow, this shimmer, this orange, and this kind of like pinky orange. So those are the 4 shades I used today, and I quite like how this look turned out. I mean, it's really nice. I really like how everything came, and I actually used the orange highlighter to match the eyes, and I really like this. It was really fun, very simple to do, just a simple, colorful look. So this is day 1, and I am super happy about it. And I'll see you on day 2. Okay, so it is day number 2. This is going to be pretty fun. I actually really loved how yesterday's look turned out. I was very pleasantly surprised. I actually really enjoyed using the colors, and I thought the look turned out pretty fun and cute. So in today's, I'm going to be doing some pinks. I want to do like this hot pink, and this is like a pink shimmer right here. Now I will get into these purples. I will. But today's look is pink to match my little sweater. So I'm just going to have to go in with it, and we'll see how today looks. But I am so happy, and I'm really enjoying this challenge so far. Okay, I went a bit creative, a lot more than I'm used to. I did a little bit of graphic liner. Hopefully it looks good. I think it looks okay. Maybe I kind of look like an Egyptian. I don't really know. But I think it kind of looks okay. I don't think it looks terrible. It was actually, I meant to do something messed up and made it this. So, oh, I know that liner was not part of my thing, but I have not used liner yet, so it'll be my one liner. It is the Star Wars lightsaber by ColourPop. It's the liquid liner. So that is what I'm using. So if I need to use any other liner for the rest of the week, I will use that liner. So I really like how this look turned out. I mean, it's different, but I think it's pretty fun. I like the like the lighter color of the orange kind of light color to kind of ombre out to the deeper parts. I actually really like it. I think it's very fun, and I'm just super excited about this. So this is day number 2, and I'm loving it so far. See you tomorrow. Okay, here we are on day number 3. And like I said, yesterday's look was a bit different, but it kind of grew on me, and so it wasn't so bad. So today is number 3, and I told everyone I would do a purple look. So here we go. There is quite a few purples in this palette. a lot right through here. So that is what I'm going to be using today. So number 3 is going to be a purple look. So I'm going to get into it and I'll be back when it's all finished. Here's the purple look. I really like it. Kind of went with like a little wing and some glitter on top. Of course, I don't ever just do a matte shadow, but I really like the purple look, and I feel like it's just like fun and purple. I mean, I know I've been saying that all the colors are fun, but I really do like this. I guess this is more of a challenge of colorful eyeshadow week, but but I am still using only one of each product. And I really like the way all this has been turning out. And I'm super excited to continue this. And I thank you all for watching, and I hope that y'all also are inspired to use the products that you already have and to use them more than once and really be able to get the full experience of them. So I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, here we are on day number 4. I put these, the Beauty Crop Avocado Hydrating Eye Mask on. I was in need of a bit of liveliness underneath the eyes. It kind of feels like it's burning a tiny bit. It says hydrating, plumping, and nourishing. So hopefully it's going to be okay, but everything feels fine other than that. So I'm so excited. I'm wearing just some simple clothes today, so I don't really want to go like too out there. I mean, I normally am, but like I'm just wearing jogging pants and a t-shirt. I think I want to kind of keep it more neutral. I think I want to use like the browns and the golds in here, like this kind of bronzy color, this gold color, and then these mattes. No, wrong side. These mattes. So I think that's what I want to do. I think I just want to try to keep it as simple as possible. We will see, but that's what I plan to do. So little thing is, today is actually Friday. I skipped Thursday, had a family thing, and I was just busy that day, so I wasn't able to wear makeup. But I've only skipped one day, but I'm still doing a week. So today is number 4, and it's Friday, so we'll go into Monday then. So I am still trucking along, still enjoying this, and I guess I'm gonna let these set under my eyes for a few minutes, and I'll do what I can, and then I'll get into the look, and I'll be back whenever it's all complete so we can see how it looks. This is day number 4's final look. It may look a little bit less brown, but it's kind of like a copper kind of brown look. So I actually really like the way this looks. I am super happy with all the colors. I really so much love this palette more than I totally thought I would. So I'm super happy, and we'll just continue this journey. Thank you for coming along with me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hi everyone, and welcome back. So we are on day number 5 of the series of just trying to use up my makeup. So we're on day number 5 of using the same makeup for 1 week, and I forgot to take some pictures of day number 4, so I'll try to do that at some point to add to the picture for the video. But today, I think I really don't even know what I'm going to do. Now I have like a color theme of what I want to do. So, one thing I haven't used is the blues. Do we want to try that today? And I think I'll try. I think we'll use C2 and C4, the 2 blues in this palette. So I think that's what I want to do. Now I will say that I actually feel like this would be one palette that I would like want to try to use more in different ways. I feel like sometimes it could be a little repetitive just because there is a lot of color, but the color is kind of limited, if that makes sense. So I feel like this using time after time could get a little tiring, but there's enough colors to do some things differently. So I'm just gonna go on into it and we'll see what the final result looks like. And I'm done. So this is the look. I did a little bit of like a bronze color in the inner corner just to make that blue pop. I really like the way this looks. I'm so happy. Okay, so blue is a little bit harder to work with because it's so dark, at least in my opinion. So it took me a moment longer to really figure out what I was going to do, but this is fabulous. I absolutely love this, and so I'm really liking this blue. I just used the two blues that are in there for my base. I put a little bit of this, let's see, C3, I mean, no, not C3, sorry, D3 right here. This like mustard kind of color. I put that in my crease to start off, just to start with a nice neutral base. And then I went into the two, this blue, and then this blue, and then this color right here is the one that I did for the inner corner. So I am very pleased with this, and I know that it, like I said, it is harder because it's kind of like a limited amount of colors, a limited amount of neutrals to really work with this palette, but you can add and combine and make so many looks. So, I mean, it's either, because it is so much color, it can be harder to work with, but you can also do so many color looks. So it's kind of either or. It's good and it's like lacking in my opinion, but the color payoff, the pigments, I am super pleased with this palette, and I'm actually really loving using this Real Her moisturizing lipstick. I'm actually really liking this. Like, it's just beautiful. It feels like you're wearing nothing. And so far, I have not like really made too much of a progress in each product, but I feel like the Laura Mercier is really going down. And in my highlighter, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but you can see like this, like a speckled look, which means I'm really getting into it. Like, it's not just little surface. So you can see it's really eating into, and a little bit of the pink, not very much of these, but it's really eating into this color right here. So I am making some progress, which I'm very pleased about. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow on day number 6. Bye. Okay, here we are on day number 6. So tomorrow is the last day of this challenge. We are wrapping it up here. My blouse, I don't know if it's going to pick up the right colors, but it's like pink, kind of like a peach and a brown type color. There's like a little bit of blue. And so I think I'm going to have to just kind of mix and play with those types of colors from the palette. I'm not really quite sure the look I'm going to make just yet. But I'm pretty excited. Tomorrow we will look through and see what progress has been made, if you can tell any. But I'm pretty excited. I'm also excited to use a couple of my other things as well, because I'm like, oh, I should use this and I should use that. But I'm like, oh, but I can't. So, but I am excited to also try this again. I'm really liking this. So I guess I'm just going to get into the look, and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, I'm done, and here we are with the final look. I really have been, I know I've been saying this over and over, but I really have been liking using all these products. And let's see if I can show. But like, now my Laura, it's leaking, sorry. My Laura Mercier primer is like to right there, where before it was like barely even used. It was like still up here. So I've been using quite a bit. So I know I'm not going to show you the progress of everything until tomorrow, but I'm really quite pleased with the amount that is being used. I wouldn't say that that primer is my everyday primer, just because like, I guess sometimes it can tend to be on the more shiny side. But in reality, I like it a whole lot more than I thought I would. So maybe I should use it every day. I just don't know. I just haven't gravitated to it. But maybe I change my mind and say it could be my everyday primer, because this combination of everything has really been working out. I do have opinions of other things, but I will not say. until tomorrow. So yeah, I am pretty pleased with this, and I do like a purple kind of with a little bit of pink and some black and brown. I kind of just made like a smoky purple look with a little bit of pink to just brighten it up. And of course, I mixed the pink and the white highlighters together, and that is what made the highlighter. And the rest, I mean, there's nothing more you can mix because it's the same products I use as always for this week. So that is it for day number 6, and I'll see you tomorrow for day number 7. Hi everyone, so it is day number 7. Today is the last day of the Wear the Same Makeup for a Week challenge that I brought upon myself. So today is the last day, so I will do my look, and then once I'm done, we'll come back, look at the progress, if there really is any, and see and talk about the products, how much I really like them, if there's something I really don't like, you know, things like that. So we'll get into the details of the products after the look. I'm thinking I may want to dive into the pinks again. I really love the pink looks and the in the palette, like all the pink colors. So I think I may want to do like a toned down kind of look, a very pastel, like light colored look. So I may dip into like similar colors that I did the first day, like these colors, and then maybe like this pink over here, just a couple of the lighter colors I may dig into, and then we'll get into all the details when I'm done. Okay, day number 7's look is done, and I did go with, like I said, the same colors as the first day, but I did a different look, similar but different. I did use different colors, and it's a little bit lighter, not as intense, and I kind of winged it out just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of style. And for lips, I'm actually wearing like a lip oil that I had used when I did my, every time I do my skincare or my lips just get dry, or any time of the day, I just put lip oil on instead of chapstick, so that's what I'm wearing. Actually, some highlighter got in it, so it made it kind of extra shiny. So I do have some opinions, and actually something just kind of changed like my opinion at the last minute, and it was the highlighter. So I'll get into that first. So of course, I'm loving the look. This is the completed week for the challenge, and now I'll talk about the products. So as far as the highlighter, so you know how in yesterday's video, the day 6, I said how the this was like getting indented per se. It was getting like that little worn look. Well, the unfortunate thing is as I started using this, like the pieces started getting crumbly. Like there was of course kickback, but like I don't know if you can see that. It looks like up here it kind of like fell down in the pan when I was holding it this way, and it's kind of just crumbly. You can see like the crumbles down there, and that kind of, that's how it got on my lips. For some reason it got really messy like that, so I don't know how I'm gonna keep using that. I guess I'll have to go to another area, but I did not expect that, so that's kind of a bummer because it kind of made like, you know, it just didn't work out. It wasn't as easy to use. So I'm not really a huge fan of that. And if it just does that once you start getting into the pan, then I may have to declutter this at some point because that is a no-brainer for me. But as far as the product itself, I do like it. I did not expect that, and so I didn't like that. But as you can see, I have made progress. And there's a little bit of a little worn look in the pink as well. So I have made quite a bit of progress in this highlighter. Now for eyeshadow, of course, love the colors, love the pigmentation, everything blended perfectly, beautiful, love it, love it, love it. And as you can see, mostly in the shimmers, I have made an indentation, but this week I have used every single color. So you can see how it's just kind of like this, like kick up a little bit, the powder. You can see the little bit of indentions in the shimmer. So I definitely have used this a whole lot more. Of course, it was the only palette I was using, but you can tell I've used it a whole lot more. But still a long way to the pan project point of this, but it's okay. I mean, as long as I am using it more, that's really all that matters. That's what the whole goal of the pan project is for me, is just to use it more. So even if I'm not going to see the pan at the end of the year, it's just good to know I've used more. And hopefully now I'll incorporate it and use it maybe once a week or something like that. So hopefully I will use this palette more, because it is a wonderful palette and there's really no reason to not use it. Sometimes it's just the colors are a little different. Like I'm wearing green today. I mean, that's really, it's pretty and simple. I just, you know, with the green, I don't know if it really matches, but it's okay. So you can tell I've used this, which I am super excited about. I have no complaints. Now I will say there was some fallout underneath the eyes when I was doing it, because I do like my face makeup first. So that was the only thing, but once I was able to dust it off for the most part, it really wasn't a big deal. So that would be my only complaint, I guess. Now as far as the blush, you can tell I have used a good little bit. Hopefully you can like remember from the beginning of the video what all this stuff looked like. So you can see in this area especially, I have showed quite an improvement, and I really do like this blush. It is more of your like hot pink blush, but I really do like it. Now as far as bronzer, this is the LYS. You can't really tell that I've used a whole lot, but because I think the reason why probably, let me see if you can see. I think for the main reason would be because this shade is too dark for me, so I have to go in with a very light hand, just get the tiniest amount. But as far as formula and everything else about this bronzer, I do like. It's just the shade's a little off, so I have to really be light and sparing with it. So I honestly don't know if I will ever hit pan on this like for a very long time. It does look like it has a little bit of sheen to it, like a little bit of like glitter particles, but like not glitter, shimmer, because it's smaller than glitter. But will say I really do like this bronzer a whole lot. And now for my creams, which is these two by ColourPop. This feels like a little dried out, honestly, but the color shows up. But it's just, I don't know, it looks and feels dried out, but the color shows, so I still use it. So the same dent I feel is still there. I don't know, there may be a more noticeable dent. I'm not really sure, but to me, I feel like it looks the same. But I do know that there has been progress. Now, the blush, you can tell, I think, that there's a little bit more of an indentation, which there was an indentation before, but I feel like it's progressed some, so that is exciting. And of course, I love both of these products. They're very pigmented, and they work out wonderfully. Now my pencil, I did have to sharpen it once, so that's a good sign. Normally it takes me a good time before I have to sharpen it, but I did have to sharpen it once, so and then it looks like I need to sharpen again, so that is a very good improvement. I do feel like the stick is smaller, like it's not quite as big as it used to be, so I'm excited about that. And of course I use that pencil every day, so that wasn't really like a new, like, you know, using makeup, you know, type of deal. It needs to be used, to be honest. Now as far as this mascara, I have not used this mascara in such a long time. It may be technically expired, but I feel like it's not giving me any issues. It still looks great. I actually really like the wand. I don't know, I feel like in the beginning when I got a lot of my makeup, I just was like, okay, it was like, okay, but now I've got more, I've been able to compare, and I feel like this is a really good one. It's very small, but it's so lengthening, and it actually does give some volume, and I really like it on my lower lashes. Like, some of my mascaras are not as easy to use on the lower lash, but that one was perfect, and the black on it lasts a really long time. As far as primer, this was not really part of my Project Pan, because I use it all the time. Every day I do my makeup, so I really know that this is going to be used up, and so I don't really have any worries about it being in the Project Pan, but I do hope I finish it this year. It's a great primer. I mean, I don't know if there's anything revolutionary about it, but I do think it works really good, and I feel like I have made a good little progress amount in it. Like, normally when I just did the one and wipe it, like I had to do it twice because I feel like it didn't show up as much the first time. So I feel like it's getting there. Now, as far as the concealer, of course, I just use a dabbled amount because, like I said, this is a little too light for me. But I feel like just knowing that I used it every day this week, I just know there's progress. I actually do like it. The only thing is, of course, you can tell I've really, well, I don't know if you can tell now, but I've really had to like blend it out because it is too light. So I have to like kind of go over it with my sponge, with like the part that I use the foundation with, just to kind of like blend it out because it is so light. It's almost like putting a white powder all over my like under eyes. So that is a bit challenging, but I kind of came up with a system that works. So I feel like I will start using it more. Now, as far as foundation, definitely made a dent in this because I use a good amount of this because it is such light coverage. It says, I think it says light to medium coverage, but if it does, I feel like it's looking, okay, so natural looking coverage. So yes, I feel like it's definitely light coverage, and I try to make it look medium coverage. So I use about probably the double amount that you probably would normally use. Just because I really like to cover up as many blemishes as I can. But as you can see, I mean, there's air in here, so it's a little puffed up. But as you can see, I'm pretty much down to here, which is really exciting. It's underneath the BB, which is, I think it was like up here. Now it's down here. So I'm really excited about that. I have been working on that, and I am just thrilled to know that I have used that as much as I have. And I will say it's really good. I have oily skin, and it is really shiny just because it has like, it's the Radiant Glow Illuminating BB Cream. It has SPF 30 in it, which is great for your skin. But sometimes if certain sunscreens, actually I have this one, the Juice Beauty sunscreen. It doesn't actually make my skin look shiny or oily, but that does. But with the powder and the combination that I've been using for the last week, it has really worked out. And so, I mean, I feel like I have a couple like little tiny pimples on my forehead, but I don't know if that would really be because of the foundation. It could just be my skin right now. But I don't really feel like it's done anything bad. I will say blending it out is a little different because it's really so like, I don't know, sheer that I really have to like pat. You can't really like rub with it. So other than that, I really like this foundation. It is great. Now, as far as primer, I have made a small little indentation. It was like practically full, and now it's like right here, I think. So, I mean, I have made a good progress. This has SPF 30 in it too, so I've been wearing double the sunscreen. I really like that primer. It doesn't really tend to make my skin look oily, like I said, that the BB cream does, but with the powder, setting it and everything, my skin hasn't really been shiny. Now, I will say my face normally gets shiny throughout the day pretty easily. I feel like maybe just a smidge more sooner with the combination of these two products, but it's really not a big deal for me because I can just get some powder and touch up, and it's not like oily and greasy. It's really just shiny. So I think for the type of products they are great, even if you have oily skin like me. Now the second to last product would be the Fenty Beauty. I shook it up, so I don't know. It's not really settled, but you know, I've used some of it. It's just the foam up here. So I feel like I'm probably done there or something like that. So that product is great. It is a very fine mister. I don't really know if it completely melts my makeup together like my Toy Factory one does, but I do think it's a really great mist. Of course, it's the finest mist you'll ever find, I feel. And I feel like it sets really well. I don't have any complaints about it. Like I said, I just don't think it melts as much, but I think it is a really good setting spray. Now, my last product is the Anastasia Beverly Hills setting powder. I do like this powder. For me, I feel like it just doesn't set well. Like, it kind of, I don't know, creases a little bit. And I feel like it doesn't really, like, blur, and it doesn't, like, I can still feel like up here on my forehead is a little bit more, it's not really shiny, it just looks more natural. Like, it doesn't look mattified. This is a little bit mattifying, and it doesn't really dry my skin. I feel like for the type of powder it is, my forehead, which is normally the shiniest part of my face, should not be looking like, I just wish it would look a little bit more blurred and mattified and like set down. Like, I don't know if you can see, you just see like how it looks like a little glossy, but down here does not. It looks a little like just natural, just it looks dry but it's not really dry, you know, that kind of look. I wish that was up on my forehead. Now that's the only complaint I have about that, is it doesn't really like, I feel like for me it just doesn't set well, but I do love the finish it gives. I really do love that. So I'll just keep using it. I don't know if it'll be my everyday, but of course it's in my project pans. I'm definitely going to keep using it. And it looks like I'm almost halfway, which is a big progress because I was probably a third of the way and I'm almost halfway, which is exciting because I have not used that powder in such a long time that I'm so glad I'm almost done with it, per se, because you know, it's been in my collection for a while and I need to use it is what I'm saying. So for all the products, for the most part, there's nothing really wrong with them, and I really liked doing this challenge, and I'll probably do it again. I really feel like this was great. Maybe I'll do like in a week or two, I'll do another challenge with the other half of the products, because I feel like I have, oh yeah, I pretty much have like the same like full face going on over there. So yeah, I can definitely do this again because I think it did like double the, not the spray, but it did like double foundation, all my not highlighters, all my mascaras. I have a couple highlighters that are in my project pan, so I pretty much have enough over there for another full face. So I think I will do this again with the other half. So I'm pretty excited. I really liked how all this week turned out. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a beautifully blessed day. Bye!